Hello everyone, welcome back. Our second video of the month. And we're going to look at the smart water tools found in the new XMD. And in the last video I imported this core insert from whatever system, from Key Creator, UG, ProE, SolidWorks, whatever you have, you can import it in here and work with it now. So what I've done here is switch to the 2D core plan view, and I'm adding some ejection. Water and ejection were always my biggest nemesis when I was a mold designer, so I hope to challenge myself here. So anyway, we added some ejection. I'm going to flip them over to the other side using the XMD mirror command. So adding them in the 2D, now I'm switching back to my 3D solid core insert, and you will see that those holes are automatically added. Okay. So I missed one here, so I'm going to just use the copy command, and I'm going to pick the hole. I'm not picking the component. I don't have to go looking for the component. I can just pick the hole, and the component's going to move with it. And I'm going to mirror that hole back over to the other side, and you can see the hole is added through the insert. And now I'm going to switch to the 3D view and show you that that ejector pin, or moving that hole, added the component, added the slots, added everything into the core block, into the ejector retainer plate. So we're ready to go for manufacture on all fronts here. Okay, so here's my core insert again. And the smart water command, I'm going to use the XMD settings here. I'm setting the offset at the tip, the offset at the sides for the water lines. I've set a 1/4 inch NPT water line. And I'm going to add a pipe plug at the end of each line. So there's my new smart water icon right there. So I'm picking the core insert. So now the water stays within that core insert. And you notice now there's a little animation going on here. And watch as I move that water line up. It's shrinking and growing and allowing me to avoid hitting those holes. So I've changed direction here just by hitting the tilde key, the little squiggly key underneath the escape button. And whenever I hit that, I change direction of the water line. And if I move my cursor up or down, it will change the location of the pipe plug. So there's a lot of stuff going on here, which is pretty cool and huge time savers. So I'm adding this water line in the top view, and the water lines are staying about 1 inch below the lowest point of the part, or this part surfaces as well. So we're looking at surfaces in X, Y, and Z here now. So there are my water lines laid out. And staying with the smart water command, you notice the into view indication. Now that's the direction of the water line. If I hit the tilde key, it becomes out of view. Or if I hit it again, we change direction. So I'm going to go into view. So from the nearest face into the block. And now back to the isometric view, you notice that those water lines shot through all of the water lines and was looking for the farthest water line away from the direction. So what we're trying to do is automatically create a circuit here, or make it easier for you to finish your circuit. So a few of the quick trim commands, and we have some sort of a circuit going through a water line, going through our core insert. And I'm not hitting any ejection. We also have surface sensitive bubblers. Okay, so as I'm adding those bubblers, now I'll switch to the isometric view again. You notice that those bubblers are different heights. So they are staying away from the surface with the specified sidewall that I indicated earlier. And those bubblers are automatically twice the size of the water line. Pretty cool. So here we're back to our core assembly, and a new feature here for adding holes. We've added a point and face command. So again, in the 3D view, just simply pick the face, pick the point you want to start. I want to have a 3-inch deep counterbore here, 1-inch diameter. Okay, boom, there it is. Okay, so now that hole is going through the core block and allowing me to access that pipe tap. I just copied it to the other side. You can see it there. Quick switch back to the core plan drawing. And just for fun, to show you the interaction between the 2D and the 3D again, I'm changing the diameter of the counterbore to 1.5 inches in the 2D drawing. And those guys are updated, and we're switching back here, updated in the 3D. There we go. So we have some water and ejection in the job. That was fun. That's me again. Any questions, you can call me, you can email me. I'm here. Thanks for watching.